Foremost, negative comments and constructive criticism are two completely different things. Unlike negative comments, constructive criticism is a genuinely good-natured attempt on someone's part to help a content creator improve their craft. Despite the fact that these comments can often be uncomfortable, there's no inherent malice or ill will intended in what is being said by the person making the comment. The discomfort comes from the part of the creator, for they are uncomfortable with facing the fact that what they put their heart and soul into and sent out into the world contains flaws distracting enough that someone felt it was worth bringing them to their attention. It's a blow to the creator's ego, and can often play into the insecurities they might have fought hard to overcome to even post that work in the first place. Constructive criticism, however, is unquestionably important. It helps you improve as a creator. Even if it's uncomfortable to hear, it needs to be appraised internally in some fashion and taken into consideration when working on future projects. Usually the comments that hit home hardest and sting the most contain some degree of truth, not bringing new information to light, but merely reflecting something you as a creator were already aware of deep down, but either didn't want to admit or not yet sure how to correct. Of course, I can understand people's hesitance to take advice from strangers online, or taking such comments from people they don't know the wrong way. Blind hatred, or what I call destructive criticism.
Telling me that I was stupid and that this situation was stupid and that it's so dumb that I should be able to do this and that I need to get someone who's able to do this. It's telling me I'm a bitch, telling me I don't know what I'm doing, telling me that I'm stupid.
Got sent to ISS, fag. And then you'll get the classmates around and be like, quick, somebody get my silver so I can slay the werewolf. Well, hey, Josh, look, I have silver. Look, am I dying? Am I? And then you'll pretend to get fake phone calls from Van Helsing and tell him to come in the classroom and kill me. Well, you know what, Josh? I'm tired of you. I'm tired of you. And then you call me Edward Scissorhands?
Very important topic to cover because the perception between the two is, it's kind of poor, in my opinion. People, misunderstand the two concepts and think they're the same, or, just don't care, perhaps. And, yeah, that's a problem. And you'll see why as I go further into this. So what constructive criticism is the idea of acting in order to provide informative feedback to the criticized person. And then they can improve from it, and, so the feedback is generally good, even if it sounds negative. But verbal abuse, while also negative sounding and essentially a form of criticism, is a poorer method of doing so. It can typically come off as a personal attack. It's hostile. It attacks the person as opposed to, attacking what they're doing. And more importantly, sometimes there's just no evaluation of constructive criticism, but they get constructive criticism, but they see it as verbal abuse. Because maybe they just don't know the difference too well. Maybe they feel insulted. And unfortunately, this leads to a problem where they have trouble improving because, improving criticism really helps towards that improvement. But if they can't accept criticism, then they have trouble improving. And it's essentially an endless cycle.
Blind hatred, or what I call destructive criticism. Words chosen not to help content creators, but to hurt them personally because the commenter, as a viewer, didn't find the work personally gratifying. I think that destructive criticism is always uncalled for. It doesn't help the artist grow, and just shows poor character on the part of the commenter. If you find yourself leaving empty negative comments towards creators, especially newbies, I'd suggest perhaps thinking twice, as it doesn't serve anyone but a fleeting sensation of superiority at the cost of insulting a creator and a fellow human being. And if you're a creator on the receiving end, remember that empty vitriol isn't constructive criticism and doesn't warrant listening to.
Criticism is to analyze or judge the merits or faults of something or someone. Negative criticism, which is what we'll be focusing on in this episode, is when we critique something that we disapprove of based on the faults or mistakes that we perceive in it. There's a lot of gray area with regards to criticism, most especially because of the idea of constructive criticism. I'm going to sort through all of this confusion for you very simply. Constructive criticism doesn't exist. Just do away with the concept entirely. And I want you to think of this in terms of feedback. And feedback, which is sharing your opinion with someone, is really going to fit into two distinct camps. The first camp is criticism. You already know about that one. The second is sharing your opinion, your experience, your perspective. Criticism challenges our sense of value. And when our sense of value is threatened, a part of our brain that is cued into social survival is triggered. Criticism can literally feel like a threat to your survival. But we need feedback. Our growth and awareness is dependent on it. Giving criticism is much different than sharing your honest perspective, most especially because when you're in an attitude of criticism, there is absolutely no care or regard for the person who is on the receiving end of that information. In other words, there's no regard for whether the person on the other side of that criticism is in fact receptive.
A certain other YouTuber needs a reality check. Yeah, I'm sorry, he does. And he said some very inflammatory things, so I'm here to get my audience, you guys, the hardcore Unirockers that hangs out on Unirock too. Where's my gloves? I'm here to get your opinion. Creamster's with us. What's up, Creamster?
Yo.
And we've been talking about it because you know me. So last night, around 5 a.m. at the end of the stream, we've streamed our asses off last night. I just found my ass, so I started a new stream. We go. I came to a realization that another YouTuber was talking smack about UNIRach. So, you know, I don't like to... So I was sitting here talking to Rachel and Creamster, and we were trying to, you know, what's the best way to handle it? Because you want to handle it with tact. You want to accomplish a goal, handle it with tact, be respectful, but get your point across. But what really matters is how the audience takes it. So I'm here to get your opinion. We are moving studios. As you can tell, things are starting to... Oh! Uni Dooney. It was called the Uni Dooney. That's right, bro. Hell yeah, you didn't have to donate to say it, but I appreciate it. Oh, hold up. Did you kill the stream boss? What the hell is Uni talking about? Well, let's destroy this illusion right here. Bam. Oh, damn. And those. Bam. Okay. It's pretty obvious who I'm talking about. So, I got some messages saying that people thought that a YouTuber that just all of a sudden blew up maybe a month or two, maybe right about the QAnon thing, or right around there, he blew up a little bit. And with his channel blowing up, I started to get reports from other YouTubers that his head also blew up a little bit. You see, when your channel grows, if you recall, this happened to me too, YouTuber we're going to look at today. And remember, I'm not asking you to troll him. I'm not asking you to hate him. I'm not even asking you not to watch him, but I am going to respond when somebody says what he said. And I'm just coming here to say, I'm gonna tell you what's going on right now, and then I'm gonna go to the live chat and talk to you, and I want to see what you guys think, what the best way is to handle the situation. Because I've thought of so many different ways to do it, I just don't know, but I want to do the best one. The video in question is this one. Listen to just the first minute of this video. I'm playing it under fair use, article in the about section of this video and all my videos, for criticism purposes, which I'm allowed to do by law, by the way. So I want you to hear what he says. I want you to also pay attention to his branding, because he also makes another statement here that has a lot of people upset. Let's roll it. Let me zoom in first.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. I know some of you have been worried because I've been doing more videos of screen captures and things like that the whiteboard's going away. But don't you worry, because obviously it's just so simple. It's so easy to do educational videos or something like this. And you know,
Okay, so first off, I want you to kind of recognize his tone. He seems almost angry, but not. And I can't figure it out, really. So let's keep moving.
It's funny. I've seen some mainstream media outlets start using whiteboards in their live broadcasts, like Fox and a couple others. And I'm not saying that's because of me. I'm just saying people are looking for...
Nope. And last night what I said was he probably is saying because of him. I get that feeling. I feel like a cocky thing in the air here, but let's move on.
For substance over production value. So, because of me... I'm just saying people are looking for substance over production values.
Bam. Okay, so if you want to know why that matters for what I'm saying, and I'll go ahead and kill my screen cap for a minute. Why this matters with what I'm saying is because about 3 days before he made this video was made on February 1st. It's now February 3rd, and I would think maybe between the 28th and 30th, I made a comment on UNIRach. I mentioned him and Tracy Beans and a few other people. I believe a few days before or in the same time I mentioned a whiteboard. And I was making a comment about how, I was talking about QTubers, and I was talking about how, you know what I've said about QTubers, and how they give their opinion, but they try to represent it as fact. Do something like that, and go into the live chat and talk to you about it first, because I do care what you think, and I don't want to misrepresent the channel. Our channel is a community. Whether anyone wants to challenge that, they can, but I don't see how you could. Every live show we do, there's hundreds of the same people that come and talk and know each other and know things about each other. A lot of you are here now. So yeah, our channel's a community, and I don't want to just make rash decisions, because we could get trolled because of this. I don't think Sather would sick any trolls on us, but I think that his viewers may see it and then troll us because they want to rep the Safe squad or whatever they say, you know. And I don't want to cause any type of channel fighting. I want to do what I did when I responded to the first response video I did, and I will not mention that channel's name because he's likely to strike me just for saying it, for God's sake. The UFO proof response, the third phase of moon response, the response to Logan Paul, the response to iDubbbz, all the responses I've done have followed the kind of same thing, where I just kind of tell people what's up. But I want to know what you think. I'm going to the live chat right now. I'll pull it up and let me know. On your stream, and unless you're using some type of example, like I'm trying to do, I'm trying to criticize him based off of real reasons, not try to be a cocky asshole and put everybody else on YouTube down saying I'm better like he did. That's the reason why I have a major issue with this. And I know a lot of people would agree, because I've talked to a lot of people and they do all agree. Busy. I know it's scary. I know it creeps you out. Well, what do you want me to do? Busy, I can't keep having you freak out. If you're going to freak out at the end of every UNIRocktober episode, I mean, my goodness, dude, I can't sit here and calm you down all night every night. I got to get my rest and sleep. Yes, you can sleep next to me and Rachel tonight. Does that make you happy? Will that shut you up if I let you, yeah, you can. We'll keep you coming. No way. You're not sleeping in our bed, Social Justice Dolphin. I'm putting my foot down there.